right, in this video, we're going to look at volume of a right cylinder, a circular cylinder. We're going to look at volume of a sphere and a cone. This says find the volume of this cylinder with a diameter of 20 yards and a height of 9 yards. Okay, so diameter is all the way across. The formula for volume of a right circular cylinder is V equals pi times the radius squared. If the diameter is 20, half of that would be the radius, and that would be 10. So I'm going to put 10 squared, which would be 100, times the height. And the height of this is 9. So we end up with 900 pi yards. Okay, and remember that is cubed. Now, sometimes they want you to leave it in terms of pi. They'll tell you if they do. Most of the time, they want you to go ahead and multiply that out. You can use the pi button on your calculator unless they tell you to use 3.14. This one does not. So we're going to use the pi button. You end up with 2,827 cubic yards. We would have yards cubed for that. Let's look at another one. For the volume of a cone, a right circular cone, it's going to be 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. For a sphere, volume is 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. Okay, this says an ice cream cone is 5 inches deep and has a radius of 1 inch. A spherical scoop of ice cream also has a radius of 1 inch. So they both have a radius of 1 here. If the ice cream melts into the cone, will it overflow? So on this one, we really need to know how much ice cream is there and will that cone hold it all, or is it going to overflow? So let's look at that on the next slide. They found the volume of the cone, 1/3 times the pi times the radius, and this formula has left out the r for that one. If you look here, it's r squared, and this one is r cubed. So let's go back and do the r squared there. So this is incorrect, and I'm sorry I didn't catch that until I started the video. There should be right here an r squared, okay? So 1/3 times pi times r squared times h. 1/3 times pi times the radius is 1 squared times the height is 5. Now this gives you, just double checking them, okay? It gives you 5 pi over 3, okay, inches cubed, which is about 5 inches cubed, okay? Now let's do the sphere, right? So that's 1/3 times pi times r cubed. Now our radius is 1 again, so we're cubing the 1, and that gives us 4/3 pi inches cubed, which is about 4 inches cubed, okay? So this will be able to hold all of that scoop of ice cream without overflowing.